next step is finding your ship some cover and powering it down. Good. Now all we have to do is wait for them to show up.
The only thing I don't like about this mission is that, like, your UI, like, gets fucky and it stays fucky. We have to wait a fucking minute and it's for a 1:30. Yeah, the cap shifts, yeah. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Yeah, I was really shocked when you hit an Idris in this cloud. It's like, yeah, okay.
Make sure we're not bothered while we're working.
Oh, where are they?
Watch out, enemies heading your way. Nicely done. They were tough, but you were tougher.
I'm so tough.
Hey, nice work. Fox will appreciate it. I'll get your money sent.
Is there another ship? Yeah, you. Okay. Hi, bully.
All right. Head to cover and power down your ship.
Collision alert. I do like the the whole idea of this mission. I kind of wish there were more NPCs.
Preparatory checklist complete.
Like, I kind of wish we were ambushing a little bit more. Like, it wasn't just, like, an NPC and, like, one guy. I feel like they took it a little easy. Do I play this a lot? Yes. Maybe. Thank you for the follow. Well, okay, so even the higher levels are not like there's a lot of guys. It's a more difficult level ship with a modifier that makes the ship more difficult as well. So it's like I don't think there's like a bunch more ships. It's like tougher ships, right? So like you get to the point where you're fighting like Corsairs and like MSRs. But I
Make sure we're not bothered while we're working.
like Nargo, you have the higher levels of these contracts. Is there more? Do they add more NPCs? Okay, so it is. It's just two. Okay. You know what I do hate about this though? The rocks.
Confirmed. Oh, that was super cool.
He ran into the rock. I didn't have to do anything. He fucking ran into the rock.
Contract complete. Initiating your payment now.
Are you joking me? Hey James, how you doing this morning? I'm gonna go kill this guy. And his little Mustang. Thanks. That was so funny. Literally me complaining about the rocks, and he goes and runs into a rock. Okay. Bro. Yeah, no, this is like, it's a solid idea for a mission. Like I do like the mission. I like the hiding of the mission. I like that you have to like ambush them. But I have to always remind myself that not everybody in this game fights all the time.
Find a spot to hide and power down.
So I know that they don't want to make it like super hard. It's just that when you get to the missions, the higher tier missions of these, it's like it gets to the point where it's like, okay, I can't do this in a light fighter. I need a bigger ship. And it's like, okay, I don't have access to a bigger ship and a crew. So I can't do the higher tier missions. Like,
You're all set.
which it's
Set them
fine.
and keep
Like
chilling until they arrive.
I'm fine with that. Like, I understand that I cannot, I'm not going to be able to solo a Polaris in my light fighter. I'm okay with that. But then, like, I would like a scenario where it's like a little bit more difficult than in the like lower tiers. Aren't they? So they, I don't understand what they're doing to Torps. I saw a thing and it said that they're the explosion. I don't understand what they're doing to Torps. Like, I don't. I saw, like, all the numbers and stuff, but I don't understand what it's actually doing to Torps. It has to travel 1.5 kilometers before it goes active. That's fucking stupid. Are you joking me? What do they expect us to do against these Polaris and Idrises?
Oh no. Get ready. There's company coming your way.
This is... Use another cap ship. You gonna give me $1,500 to get a cap ship?
Hell yes! Oh, that was awesome.
Okay, so all the people that can afford a capital ship and can solo it because it's completely soloable right now because they don't fucking have engineering implemented yet are just allowed to run fucking balls free, causing havoc with no fucking consequences because other people can't afford cap ships? Are you joking me? No, but they're implementing changes that don't fucking make sense. They're implementing changes that are appealing to the people who spend the most money in the game, and that's such a kick in the nuts. Because it's not a change. It's not a change to balance something. It's not a change to balance something. It's a change to make people stop complaining that are spending a lot of money. Specifically the people who spend a lot of money. That's so fucking annoying.
Next step is finding your ship some cover.
Capital
and
ships
powering
aren't meant to
down.
fight fighters. Capital ships aren't meant to fight fighters. Capital ships are meant to fight other capital ships. You're not supposed. It would be like trying to blast a fly with a shotgun. Like you're not gonna fucking hit a fly with a shotgun. No, fighters are not meant to fight capital ships either. I'm not saying they are, but capital ships are not meant to fight fighters either. But what the fuck is the point of torps? An eclipse is not a fighter. Oh shit. I'm not paying attention.
Preparatory checklist complete. Time to wait.
If you put in a game where you have a ship that only whales can afford and it can be soloed by whales and it can only be taken out by other whales, that's fucking ridiculous.
Anyone tries to mess with us, you handle it.
The only thing that kept capital ships under semi-control right now was the fact that you could sometimes dumbfire torps into them to get them scared and to move away. And now that's not even a fucking option. So now if you're in an area, like, you just have to leave if you don't have access to a capital ship.
Scans are showing outlaws inbound. Nicely done. You were tough, but you were tougher.
Because of one dude. One fucking guy.
Congrats your way. Thanks for clearing out that contract.
And you know what's the funny thing? Is that when they finally like make engineering a thing, and these capital ships are not able to be like soloable, you're gonna get these fucking whales complaining that they were promised the NPCs. And that's what you're gonna get complaints about, is that they were promised NPCs to run their fucking capital ships by themselves. Oh, I cannot fucking wait for engineering to be implemented without fucking NPCs. So they can fucking cry. I'm so sick of these fucking cap ships, honest to God. I'm so sick of them. This isn't even a player issue, honestly. This is a CIG issue. They released cap ships way too early. They should have never released cap ships prior to engineering being finished. Was it the same asteroid base?
Find a spot to hide and power down.
I feel like I would have less of a problem with cap ships showing up and ruining my fucking day if they were fully crewed. I would still be pissed off because I would have to leave because I can't do anything in a light fighter, but like it would be run properly. Because I think the difference is that like if I'm doing something and 10 people show up to stop me, that is a valid tactic of stopping something from something happening. If someone shows up and I'm doing something and one person shows up, I should be able to probably take one person. If they were in a ship that required one person. That's why it pisses me off so much. If you were in a ship that required one person, I could probably take one person. If you're in a ship that requires 10 people, I probably cannot do that. And I would have to leave. That makes sense. But right now, you show up in a bigger ship as one person because it's not implemented correctly, and it's fucking dumb. It's dumb. That's why it bugs me so much.
Make sure we're not bothered while we're working.
I'm just gonna learn to fucking land on their ships. So I can run in and shoot them.
Heads up. Got hostiles at your location.
What? What is he shooting at? What is he shooting at? Can't tell which rocks are rocks. Hitting a rock. You are hitting a rock. Yeah, you hit a rock.
Oh, that was awesome. Sending creds your way. Thanks for clearing up that contract.
out of this rock fence. I feel like NPC crews are still gonna piss me off, honestly. Because I feel like at that point it's basically pay to win. Like if you could pay for an NPC crew, that's essentially paying to win. NPCs are not supposed to be as efficient as a real crew. Like, they're not supposed to be. But how are they supposed to balance that? I've barely gotten anywhere in this, by the way. I'm bored. I'm bored of this. I'm gonna go to Hustler. I'm gonna go do some boxes because I'll lose my fucking mind. I think if you do that, Rock, you're still gonna have people that are pissed off because they're still gonna complain that they were promised the ability to solo with an NPC crew, which I honestly do not feel like you should be able to do in this game. This, like, if you want to solo in this game, I feel like that's what Squadron 42 should be. If you want to solo Star Citizen, play Squadron 42. But I think that this game in particular has been so heavily multiplayer influenced that they should continue down that road. My hard-earned script? You mean the script that I've just been getting because I've been accepting the Hunt the Polaris mission without doing it? It's so hard-earned. The entire way that they have it set up right now to turn it in is so like, it's so badly done. I can't stand it. There's nothing that I really want from Wicklow anyways, so I am not that concerned about it. Do I play Tarkov? No. Tarkov doesn't interest me because I don't like the whole thought of, like, losing all my shit. That kind of, like, gameplay just doesn't interest me. Or the whales can team up and crew each other's ships. Yeah, exactly. This game makes such, like, questionable, like, decisions sometimes that I'm just like, I don't understand how they've come to the conclusion of a decision. I feel like sometimes they just have a wheel in the office and they're like, spin that shit, and then that's what they decide on. I don't understand some of their decisions. I just don't. Like the decision to change the pitch speed of the Gladius and then immediately revert it for whatever fucking reason. I don't, like, why?
Hello.
Hello, Mayachu. He's saving up for Polaris. You will never catch me in a cap ship. I will never buy a cap ship. I don't like big ships. I'm okay with crewing on a big ship. Like, that's, like, let me on your big ship. I will run around like an unsupervised toddler. But owning a cap ship or owning a big ship is just not my thing. I think the only big ship that has ever semi-interest me is the Endeavor. The wheel's named Chris Roberts. The Endeavor it's the Endeavor, right? The science one? That's the Endeavor? Am I thinking of the right ship? The one with the domes? I don't know who that is. Not gonna add you, because I don't know who that is. It sounds right, yeah. So, to answer your question, Wolf, the biggest ship that currently interests me is the Endeavor. And that's just because the domes look cool. And I like the idea of having like a flying science ship. Even though science and like stuff, like all that kind of stuff isn't like research and whatnot is not implemented in the game yet, but the whole aspect of that, that seems really interesting. But I like the idea, the whole like the different domes, like the modular like aspect of that ship just seems really, really cool. Like PvP and fighting is like my favorite thing in this game. So you think like a big fighting ship would probably be down my like right up my alley. But no, I want the science ship. I think that ship looks cool. I want to run down the halls and then go into a big dome. That seems cool. That is a valid point, Weavis. Just how cool would it be to be in space and then have like just be flying in space and then like go through a corridor and then all of a sudden be surrounded by trees. Like that'd be super cool. I actually have no clue how much that ship costs.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Okay. Fired.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Alright, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back.
Bye. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Thank you for the follow. No, you can't buy concept ships in game. And you can't buy new ships in game. Ships have like a buffer period where they're not available in game, only for real money. The ships are pretty pricey in this game. I'm from Port Trust. Me from Port Trust.
Welcome to the ASOP. Your insurance claim has. Thank you.
There, from Port Trustler to Logistics Depot. Pressurized ice, processed food. In and one.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
42 cents.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
My morning is going very well, Ulysses. Yo. I hope your morning is going well too. 3-month standard exclusive for release ships before in-game purchase. Some exceptions like the Atlas. You just picked up the Asgard and the TAC. Why don't I regret spending that kind of money? I have the Asgard and the TAC right now just because I'm a subscriber. And I'm debating getting one of them. I'm not sure which. I haven't flown the TAC too much. But I'm having a good time. Like, normally my daily flyer that's not a fighter is the MSR. But the MSR doesn't hold as much. Like, the MSR holds 114 and the Asgard holds 180.
selected. Stand by. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Goodbye.
What I like about the TAC is that it has a med bed, and like that. What I kind of wanted to was that it has the option of like multi-crew gameplay, because I don't have a ship that is good for, again, my MSR is kind of multi-crew because there's turrets, but it's not good, and like it's still kind of squishy, even though it's got the beefy shield. I feel like the TAC is a bit beefier. I was kind of, because, so my favorite ship for like a while, and what I used for all my multi-crew gameplay, was the Redeemer, and they nerfed my girl to the ground. So I don't have her anymore. Should I turn this around? Whatever. I'll just bring it. So we have that. Both ships are getting a big buff in 4.2 as well. TAC is doable though, it's just like the speed of the... honestly, I wish I could afford both of them. If I could, I would buy both of them. But like, that's a steep price. That is a steep price that I just cannot, what is the word I'm looking for? Justify. So I have my Eclipse, which now with the torpedo nerf, like I might as well fucking buy an Asgard or a TAC, because with the torp nerf, there's like, what's the fucking point? There's no point in having an Eclipse if torps are getting absolutely nerfed. They're getting nerfed. CIG should give them to me. Yes, CIG should give them to me. I agree. Okay, so it's 7 processed food. That's the wrong gun. Okay, hang on. What size of container is this? Thank you for the follow. So the Asgard is like 300 and something, and I have like 300. I have like basically $400 to play with. That's why I'm trying to decide between the Asgard and the TAC, which I think they're both still available for purchase. MX I have no idea how to do CCU chains. They confuse the hell out of me. Okay, hang on. I need 7 processed food and 5 processed food to the other one, right? 13, 1. 7 processed food, 5 processed. This is processed. And I think this is 4. Is this a 4 SCU? Oh, if I'm buying cash. No, I'll be upgrading my... Okay, this is for SCU. That is far over. Okay. For SCU food. This is slow. This is gonna bug people and I don't care. I should have just turned my ship, honestly. Or SCU. Or SCU. And one of them gets 7 and one of them gets 5. So do we have... Okay, so this is... That's 2. You really can't play Star Citizen anymore? Is it because your computer? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I think that's what the T means. Like when it says 2T under it, it means this is 2 SCU. So, okay, we'll put 13 on this side. So this is... That's 6. Put 1 on that side. Okay. Hey Herb, how's it going? Each update kills your PC more and more, you just can't be bothered to play anymore. That sucks, hippie. Herb, did you see that they're nerfing Torps? They're nerfing Torps. They're making it so that they're not activated, basically, until, like, you have to be 1.5 kilometers away. You can't dumb fire them anymore. So, you have to fire them from further away, further than 1.5 kilometers away from your target in order for them to be active. 1.5 kilometers away? Dumb firing from 1.5 kilometers away is ridiculous, hippie. Yeah, torpedoes have 1,000 HP instead of 80, yeah. Just gotta get good. But even though their HP is going up, there's no way that PDCs aren't gonna be able to shoot them down still. Where am I? Hang on. 4... Okay, so 7. And 6. The Polaris fights shooting torps face to face is over, yeah. No torpedoes makes sense. You tried versus an Idris and the other ships and it works very well. Ah! 7? I don't know if that's gonna work. Like, I'll try it, but like, I feel like the PDCs are still gonna be able to take out the torps, so, like, even if it's 1000 HP. Oh, no one's online. I thought you were all online, Maya. Oh, what just happened? That was weird. Yeah, you could still dumbfire them, but they won't detonate. They'll just bounce right off. You can't sub-target PDCs, can you? I just spent like a whole, like, I don't know, fucking 20 minutes ranting about the Idris and the Polaris. So I'm not gonna go back into that rant. My UI is still buggy from the emission clouds. They need to fix that. I didn't think you could sub-target the PDCs yet. I'll be less mad when engineering is out. I hate how this doesn't tell you which one you're going to. Like, how am I supposed to know which one I'm going to? Thanks, Near. Everything needs a fix. Yeah, everything needs a fix. How am I supposed to know which one I'm going to? I absolutely actually agree with that, Drop Hammer, because like the amount of times I've accidentally blown myself up because of that is a little embarrassing. But I think, but like just the way that it works right now is just so unbalanced. Just go to the map and see which one I'm going to. Deliver shipment. Oh, okay, so this is 13. Right? Yes, okay, that is 13. That's so fucking confusing. Oh, if you launch multiple torpedoes. If you're launching multiple torpedoes, that's not a bad idea, actually. I mean, that kind of sucks for the Eclipse that has only 3 of them, but... And, like, when they make torps and missiles expensive as hell, or not that they're not already expensive, but when they make it so that, like, when your ship gets destroyed and it doesn't rearm them and you actually have to pay for them, that's going to fucking suck. But... There's a lot of ships here. I also can't see shit. Night vision when? I like how everybody's always like, just look at your, like, numbers on your screen. Like, I'm like 4 something from the ground and that means absolutely jack shit to me. Oh, it's a distribution center? I think I'll go into the distribution. Sometimes the pads on the outside don't work. I really like these things. These things are neat. Yeah, the numbers on the side don't mean anything to me either. You know how, like, every so often when you go into this view and it, like, lights up everything around you? That's, like, my saving grace. Can I land here? No? You don't want to let me land? It's not letting me land. I guess we'll do it on the outside. I find this thing really awkward to land, honestly. My perception is a little janky. So we are at 13. 13's on the left side. Hello, Pepper. You are not the first, like, Pepper in my stream. Like, there are multiple Peppers that come to my stream. It's so weird. It's such a common name, surprisingly. What can you learn here? Absolute chaos. I cannot teach you anything but chaos. We're just doing cargo right now because I got sick of doing the ambush missions. Can I just grab them from here? it's so dark. Oh, wait, I need to hang on. Before I do this, I learned my lesson. Here's something you can learn. You're the original, you're gonna have to fight people. You're gonna have to fight people to the death. Okay, here's the lesson that I learned. Don't put your shit on here until you look at this thing. Because it will erase things. See you, Herb. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, how to accidentally be a criminal. That's, yeah. There was like it only took one time to learn this. We put a bunch of boxes on the thing, and then we went to load them down, and it erased them all because someone had been on the thing before us, like immediately before us. Like we saw them on it before us. And it was almost like it was tied to them, and so when we went onto it, then it erased what they had done and was making it fresh for what we were doing, but it erased everything that we had put on. So before you load boxes onto these, always look at that screen first. I'm just gonna lower all these out first. Watch it still fuck me over though, honestly. Would not be surprised. I'm really hoping this is the right one. Come on. There you go. Can you tell that I did not like playing Tetris when I was younger? Room? Perfect. Oh, our shit just like straight up disappeared. I tried lowering it back down and bringing it back up, but it was fucking gone. I feel like Tetris is like best for people who have that. Oops, hang on. What button's my button? Okay, I keep opening and closing my door. Close it. Close it. It's best for people who have like what is that? What is that thing? Yeah, OCD. Because they're really good at, like, organizing stuff. Because it has to be, like, perfect. And I'm so not that. I am so not that. I'm very, yeah, I am very much chaotic and like, good enough. At least the outside worked, because it was not letting me on the inside. Now I have the Tetris song stuck in my head. I wish they would do more with these distribution centers. They're really cool. They deserve to be explored more. They did a really good job with them. They're huge. There is a land. The Tetris song is better than the chicken song I had. That song, like, haunts my nightmares. I kind of want the Taurus because of the beam. Like, that's what I really like about the C1 is the beam that they have on the ship to do this. I really, really like that. I think that's one of the coolest things that they've added in, and honestly. I don't trust people here. Yeah, the raft has one too, and the raft is pretty cool. The only problem I have with the raft is that it's so, like delicate. Like it's so susceptible to being attacked. Where I think like the C1 and the Taurus and the Asgard, or well, not the Asgard, but the Asgard doesn't have a beam, but the Taurus and the C1 are a little bit more just able to take hits if attacked. Oh, Zeus has one too? Oh, I forgot to check the thing! Okay, we're okay. The cat is pretty tanky, right? I like the whole idea of the raft. It was just that, like, we took the raft the other day and got attacked when we went to go drop something off, and it was just like, yeah, we got taken out so fucking easy. I feel like if we were in something else, we probably would have had more of the ability to survive, but like in the raft, it was just, there was no shot. Ironclad hype. Like, I've killed people in the Asgard. The cat's too big, though. I find the cat too big. Let's just do this one. I don't know where this one. I don't know the places. Let's see what the places are. Oh my god, you know what I found out is such a fucking terrible ass ship? And I will never ever recommend the Intrepid. Like, I feel like I would recommend the Sulin over the Intrepid. So I was fighting with the Intrepid, and it's funny because I have the Intrepid to give away, and I don't want to doom anyone with that fucking ship. It's so terrible. It's got one gun, and it's awful. And there's, like, someone shot me, and it took out a tiny part of my ship. One tiny part of my ship. And sent me into a death spin that I could not get out of. Oh, it was my first time flying it. It was awful. Cannot recommend that ship. Where am I going? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Happy? Like, as far as like starter ships go, like I think my go-to starter ship is always going to be the Titan. Like if someone asks me for for my recommendation on starter ship, it will always be the Titan. They have just not come out with a better starter ship than the Titan. Like, it may have been the Sulin if the Sulin wasn't so janky to take off and land in. But I cannot recommend the Sulin because the Sulin is just, it's not, like, it's not your average starter ship, like, for flying. Like, there's no other ship that's kind of like that for flying. The only thing I don't know, Volv, about the giveaway ships is sometimes they don't have monetary value. Because they're from CIG. So sometimes they don't have a value to them, but sometimes they do. So I don't know, like, they say that they don't, but people have used them as a upgrade. So I don't know if they do or they don't. You'll take it off my hands? They have worth? Okay. So yeah. So if someone wins the Intrepid, just fucking use it as an upgrade, because that shit is terrible. I can't see shit. I'll grab my shit here. My claw machine landing. Is this fine? Is this fine? Do you think this is fine? I think this is fine. I think that's perfect. My stream is very hard to hear, even though the volume's all the way up. I'm sorry. I know my stream is very quiet. I still haven't fixed my audio. I don't know what's wrong with my audio. I keep meaning to fix it, but it's something to do with my sound program. This always like loads forever, and then you just like go back on. I was gonna say it's okay, but it's not. There we go. Like, I have, my audio is like, my audio is turned all the way up. If I turn up, hang on. Output? No. If I turn up... If I'm just afraid if I turn this up... If I turn this up too much, I'm afraid that I'll end up peaking. So you guys are gonna have to tell me if this is too loud or not. But I turned it up a bit. Because I know that it's gonna get loud like when I scream. Now I hear myself. Why do I hear myself? Do I hear myself now? That's weird. I have a very loud laugh and I have a very loud scream. So that's my only concern. Is deafening people when I laugh and scream. Ow. The Nargo scream? He, I'm pretty sure he clipped that. I think it's in my clips. ASMR. I used to have a, I used to have, like a redemption thing when or not a redemption thing, but like when people gifted subs and stuff like that, I would open boxes with random shit in it, and one of them was like an ASMR thing for like, I think it was like 5 minutes or something like that. So we would do ASMR for 5 minutes. Whoops, I turned off my ship. I meant to press I. Or like chat equals eyes. That was fun. Fly to an OM. You're glad the ASMR doesn't happen anymore? I don't like ASMR. I'm not a fan of ASMR. Wait, is that deliver shipment or collect shipment? I can't tell. Yeah, no, like I have nothing against people who like ASMR. Like, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I don't know. I find it, I find silence awkward. So I find that trying to make something quiet awkward, if that makes sense. What am I up to in the verse today? Right now I'm just doing cargo just because I like doing cargo and talking to chat. It makes it easier on me. When I do fighting, I have a tendency to ignore chat. Because I am a sweat when it comes to PvP. So, uh, doing cargo just gives me an opportunity to communicate with people. Plus, it's like one of the few times that I get to make money because I'm usually doing PvP. And I don't make money when I PvP. ASMR is a thing at your place when your baby is napping. Oh man, I do not miss those days. Holy shit. Although I'm still like that, honestly, around my son, even though he's like 10 now, because he gets night terrors. So I'm very quiet because like any like sudden noises can trigger night terrors sometimes. Whenever I'm on the loading screen for too long, I usually Alt F4. I know that some people say to open the command console and type in quit instead. I'm just lazy. That's a big rock over there. You know what I want them to do? Like with all the changes that they're doing and stuff and like the updates and whatnot, I want them to fix the arrow. Because I'm really bored of only flying the Gladius. Like I just want them to fix some, like what are some other light fighters that would be maybe viable in a fight? The Hawk? I've actually never flown the Hawk in a fight. $325A for style. I want more than the Gladius and the arrow for an option for light fighter duels. Oh, the blade? Yeah, blade is a good option. Like alien fighters? Yeah. I hope we get a surprise for Alien Week. I would be so fucking thrilled. Like, I was so excited for the Santok Yai, and then it ended up being terrible. But still love it. I just, like, everybody flies the fucking Gladius. And, like, it's the meta, so, like, it makes sense. But, like, I miss when it was still viable to fly the arrow as well, if you knew how to fly. I also miss the arrow days. You want a living ship? There's seriously, there's no love for the other light fighters. Like, And then they went and like they were like, yeah, let's change the pitch on the Gladius. Okay, that didn't work. Let's change the pitch black on the Gladius. No, they actually reverted that change. They changed it and then immediately reverted it. A1 keeps flying the buck. So I did squadron battles yesterday. And I was doing them with Vanguard. And can I not go to New Babbage? No, stop. I don't want to go to New Babbage. No, stop it. Okay, that's not gonna let me jump there. It's Tressler that I need to go to, so let's map it. What was I going with? Oh yeah, so, A1, shut my freaking throat. I was practicing squadron battles yesterday with Vanguard. And we wound up in the same match as A1 and a couple of his guys, or a few of his guys. And A1 is like keeps flying the buck in squadron battles, and it was really funny to see, because like their tactic with the buck was to, like, he had two of them. They had two of them flying the buck. And what they would do is they would fly in, they would aim at one person, like try to get one person, and they would fly in. So like I was the target at one point. They would fly in, shoot, and when they became the target, they would fly out because the buck can't take a lot of shots. And then, because it's still a little, like, it's still like very delicate, and then it would go out, but then the other buck would come in and then take shots at the same target, and they would just swoop in like that and keep swooping in and taking shots until that target was dead. It was it was annoying. It was so, like, not actually annoying, but like the tactic was just like, oh my god, get off me. It was boom and zoom, but it was like from it was consistent because there was two of them. But I find that I don't understand why that tactic, because I feel like it's not, like, I don't understand. I don't know how to put this. I don't understand why you would use that tactic, because then you're taking two people to take one person. Like, it's and it's not like it's taking two people to take one person, and like it's taking a long period to take that one person. It's not like okay, group up on this person because they're away from the party and you can take them. It's group up on this person because that's our current target. Because I was not away from the group or by any means. They were just targeting me at that point. It was confusing as hell, though, because I did not know where they were coming from. I just knew that I was being targeted, because if it was not one buck, it was the other. And eventually it did get me down. And I guess if you aren't communicating with your team, like, we ended up beating them. Not by much, but we still ended up beating them. But if you didn't have communication with your team, you would probably have people chasing that buck. But we had communication as a team, and so when when the buck would get off and like start running, we'd be like, okay, they're running, don't chase. And then I'd be like, oh, the other buck is on me, and we would flip and go to that other buck. So I guess the tactic wasn't like as efficient when you have team communication on the other team. So I think it's situational. Do I want a cargo atlas? No, I think we can just do it the way that we're doing it. Or like just with the big tools. Missiles are too easy to flare off in Arena Commander, honestly. There's no there's very little desync in Arena Commander, so when you have a missile on you and you flare, the flares actually work. I find that the only times that the missiles actually hit their targets.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hey, Ghost. The only time that the missiles actually hit their targets is if your target is in nav mode and does not switch out quickly enough.
Hello.
Hello, Vash. Is my gear down? Okay, my gear's down. Unless they're my missiles, in which case they don't work ever. Doesn't matter if it's AC or PU. Just doesn't matter. My missiles just never work. Oh, I need to get a drink. I'm getting dehydrated. I haven't played the Division 2 in so fucking long. Do they have drops or something? What, or an update recently or something? Because I've seen where people have been playing it. Oh, new DLC. Okay, makes sense. Well, there you go. Ah! That's it. That's it. Oh my god, I was grinding Foxwell this morning, but my god, it doesn't move. I just want to get the orange level contracts, but like the amount that it moves is just so minuscule. Okay, why did... The dispatch guy? Yeah, he's very enthusiastic. Very enthusiastic. Oh, yeah, I need an XP booster, exactly. Okay, yeah, okay, 7 SCU. It's not delivering! I like how he tells you that, like, in the middle of the mission, like when you've been doing the mission. It's the Cherno? Oh my god, get out of my stream right now. What is happening? Seven SCUs of agriculture supplies. 2, 4, 6, 7. What? I delivered them at the same time. Whatever. Good enough. I'm gonna go get a drink. Let me park this properly though. Go. That's so silly. At least they let you partially, like, submit it. Hi, Maichu. I need to go get a drink. No, I think it has something to do. I think if I delivered them separately, it may have worked, but I think if I tried to deliver them all at the same time, it wasn't gonna work. Like if, like, you know how I got them from separate places, right? If I had like separated them properly in my ship and then did 1 and then 2, it probably would have delivered them properly. But I tried to deliver them all at the same time. Give me a pink one. Yeah. A hot dog. Hot dog sounds so good right now, honestly. I'm hungry. I didn't have breakfast. I made mistakes. That didn't even count? Okay, give me a different hot dog. There we go. That counted. Once you accept the contract, it changes the collect from text to all the same location, even though you pick them up from multiple, so it won't accept the cargo. No, but I think if I try to, like, if I kept them separate, because I think, if I didn't try to like load them all at the same time, and I just loaded like where I got the one from, and then I loaded where I got the other one from, then it probably would have accepted it. But I think because I tried to load it all at the same time, the game was like, yeah, I'll take this amount from this one, and then the other ones it just disregarded. And then after disregarding them, it just didn't count them as part of the contract anymore. Oh wait, let me grab a contract from here. Do you think we could do this one? It's 8 SCU boxes, but it's only 105. I never have luck with Devlin, though. Devlin always fucks me over. I hate Devlin, honestly. Say we took this one. I think what we'd have to do, because there's waste, scrap, we'd literally have to put it like 4 times down. Like we'd have to take 2 SCU and then do 3 SCU and then 2 SCU and then 3 SCU. Do I look concerned? You know when I look happiest when I play Star Citizen is when I kill people. That's when I look happiest when I play Star Citizen. Why is this one worth so much? Member rank? Let's do this one. Thank you for the follow. I'm not a murder hobo. I murder for cause. Did you get that share, Maya? Okay. So it's 6, 5, and 10. I'll move this. You're a hobo, not a murderer. An accidental murderers guild. Accidental criminal doing accidental criminal things. Okay, so let's divide this. How do we divide this? This is a 4 SCU box. Okay, that's 6. Okay, this is another 4. Eh. Okay, so that's 8. So that one gets 2. And then that one gets 1. Alright. My beam, man. Yeah, it's just the one contract. Frick. Just the one contract. It's worth like 100K. 1. These go so far. Look at us being organized. Okay, so we'll go to the 6 one first. That's in the front. Well, it was nice meeting you, Pepper. I hope to see you again. Thanks for hanging out. Ah! My ship. Okay, so the 6 goes to Gray Cat. If it could just tell me where this is. What is this? That's Sakura Sun. This is what? What is this? Yes, already selected, but what is it selecting? What is this one? Gray cat. This was the one that we need, right? Frick. Why is this so difficult? I think it's this one. Let's go to Microtech first. Why is this so fucking confusing? Okay, is it the different looking one? I think it's the different looking one. Like it's this one. That it won't let me jump to. Okay, it'll let me jump to that one. But it won't let me jump to any of the other ones. I'm just going to assume it's this one. We're gonna assume it's this one. Okay, you fuck.
Hello.
Hello, Zippy. How you doing? Morning's going good. We're just doing some cargo. Getting hungry though. Why is my Discord fucking up? Hello? Why is my Discord fucking up so hard? That's honest to God, I want I want a freaking hot dog now. Okay, it'll let me jump to that one now though. Frig. On track. What is this place? Okay, this is Complex A. Alright. What are we doing? We're just delivering some cargo. I think I just got member contracts, which means I can do like higher tier contracts. Because all I had access to was junior before, and now I have members, so that's kind of cool. But we're just taking it easy today because I just wanted to. You know how Twitch has like just chatting and stuff like that? Me doing cargo is essentially my just chatting, my ability to do just chatting on Star Citizen. Because it gives me the opportunity to just talk with you guys while doing something chill. Whereas when I'm fighting, it's a lot harder because I get so sweaty and concentrated on fighting. Oh god, let's not do a hard landing. Oh my god. My brain? Hello? What is it? What is the Futurama? Why is my brain not working? I literally have a jacket. Someone help me. I mean, we could definitely go hop in the Gladius and check out the OLPs. Usually there's people to shoot there. Sometimes. I can also check if there's some people to practice with. Like, Oso was in my chat, so maybe Oso's still here. But I can't beat Oso, so that's not gonna happen, but... You guys can watch me try. What is the ship missing, Oso? Oh man, I haven't done salvage in so long. I miss when salvaging first came out, when you had to look for the ships and they had the ships kind of like scattered around and you had to go and find them. I really enjoyed doing that. And it wasn't like contracts and like just bringing you straight to the ship. When you actually had to go find the ships, that was fun. I do have a vulture, yeah. I'm still in the atmosphere? Oh, no, we're good. What ships don't I have at this point? I don't have a lot of ships. There's a lot of ships I don't have. I kind of want the Asgard and the TAC, honestly. Okay, we are at Sakura Sun Golden. fuck was that? We are at Sakura. What is that behind us? Is that a C2? Yeah, it's a C2. Okay. I'm assuming they're here to just deliver stuff. Well, the TAC is not meant to be a combat ship, right? It's meant to be a drop ship. So it's meant to hold its own in combat to get in and out, but it's more meant to get in and out, right? But which it's also not great at. I gotta say, it's also not great at doing that. No drop ship is. But I do like the fact that it's got a med bed and it's got the ability to hold Furies. So I like the idea that it is a good ship to kind of bring people into combat. Like, or bring people to a location, to like bunkers and stuff like that, because it's got a med bay. So, like, my usage of the TAC is not to bring that thing into combat. I know that it is not meant for combat. Excuse me. This is... Why do I hear firing? This is the 10. Maya, are you on the ship still? Why are the NPCs firing at us? Here, I'm gonna turn... Okay, I'm gonna turn my back so that you can fire on this NPC. This is the 10 place. Don't forget our door guns. I forgot this had door guns. This isn't our tungsten, right? Is that our tungsten? Let me just activate this. Okay. What CPU I have? I have no fucking idea. It should be down in my description. Alright, one last place. New Babage. Oh, nice. I feel like the TAC would be a good, like, going to bunker ship. Or, like, someone wants to get Furies into a fight ship. But I don't think Vaughn is gonna let me spend $600. That's the problem with ballistics in general, is that when you get trigger happy people, it's just a fucking waste. The Redeemer, though, is just not a great ship in its current state. It got totally nerfed from the state that it was in, with its, like, its, downsized weapons and its, nerf to, HP and stuff like that. It's just not in a place where it used to be. But yeah, when you get people, when you put people in ballistics, in ballistic turrets that don't know how to use ballistic turrets properly, it's not a good mix. It's so fucking funny. It's so funny because you're like, the number is right there. You're not flying. You only have to pay attention to the fucking number. Do not shoot unless they are close. Don't want the gunboat
Complete.
to reduce the sale of the upcoming Paladin marketing. Yeah, maybe. Virpil sticks and panels? No, I use VKBs. If it's green, you shoot it. See, I can understand people having trouble keeping track of distance from targets when you're flying, because it's a lot to intake, like everything around you and like all the numbers, like your speed, the distance, where the ship is, where the pip is. Like that's a lot of information to intake, like your surroundings and stuff like that. I can understand that. When you're in a turret, you've got like two things to pay attention to: the distance and the pip. Where the fuck is the front? Where's the front? It's so much easier in the other hangar, because it's yellow. Did I put my landing gear back up? No, okay. Shoot anything with a name tag? You just close your eyes and hold the trigger down. I don't trust myself with ballistics, honestly. I get too excited. And I end up just pulling the trigger too much. So I don't trust myself with ballistics. I'm too trigger happy. Hangars used to, like, so my perception of hangars always fucking threw me off until Nargo told me to aim the front of my ship to this part of the hangar. Right? And normally it's yellow, right? There's only a couple places like Crusader and like New Babbage and stuff where it's blue. But it wasn't until Nargo was like, aim your front of your ship to where the ASOP terminal is and land it. And that was just like the key to me knowing how to land my ship in the hangars that did not look like they fit my ship. Why does my ramp have holes? Oh, because the NPC shot the ship with his bullets that were apparently gigantic. Interesting.
Hello.
Hello, Ross. How's it going? Display Jesus take the wheel as you hold the trigger. Ship with intact wings. Listen, Viking, I don't need your fucking sass. The reason why I don't have wings is because of you. And it's always my left wing. goddamn left wing. Every fucking time. My left wing. My Gladius from Temu. My poor Gladius. Wait, hang on. We can get a contract from here. We might as well get a contract from here. I don't know why it didn't complete. So is my rep like... Yeah, I'm a member! I'm a member now! Yeah, that's weird. It didn't complete for me. I had to submit it. We are currently putting together a new 4.2 build for potential PTU release later today. Nice. You're literally just like, I promise you, if you wait till the enemy ship is within 500 meters before firing, you will shred them so quick. Just wait. They'll learn eventually. They'll learn. Contracts. It's just, it's so, like, tempting. Like, when you see the pip go green, it's very tempting to fire because it's just, you know, green means go. It's very, very tempting. Is there any member ones from New Babbage? Fort Tressler? Fort Tressler? From Magnus to Everest. Let's go visit Magnus. Just cuz. Might you sliding around? The Magnus Gateway is pretty cool. Maybe I should start my ship. Just maybe. Uh, 180, I think? 160 or 180, I can never remember. Oh, I'm not aimed properly. Here we go. That's deliver. Where's pickup? Ballistics always scare me. When I see something with ballistics, and it's never people. People never use ballistics. Like, it's very rare to find another ship that's using ballistics that's, like, flown by a person. When NPCs are using ballistics in, like, bounty missions, I'm always, like, it makes me panic because I know that it's going through my shield and it's hurting. So it always makes me panic a little bit when I'm fighting them. No, no, Viking. Like, you need something else to make me panic. My fighting yesterday was driving me nutty. You ever have one of those days where your fighting is just, like, off? It was, like, yesterday was like I forgot how to fight. Like, I'm gonna be on doing some duels after stream. Hopefully, if people are on. I'm kind of hoping today goes better because yesterday was just like, it was like my brain forgot how to fight. Like, my movement felt so off. It wasn't even that I was losing fights. It was like my hand and my brain were not connected and I could not figure out my movement. Like, my movement was more like I didn't know what I was doing. For whatever reason, I was so thrown off. It was just totally off. I can't even figure out how to put this into words, but it was just atrocious. I was so upset. What's a duel? When you make me cry, Oso. When you make me cry. On the inside. Did he shit talk us? Did he shit talk us? I want to know. I didn't watch it. Was he shit talking us? Ross. I want Thumb to teach me. But I'm not teachable. He said he owned the fight, but they lost. Oh, that's funny. It makes me laugh. This fire. It's my teammates that make us lose. Sure, blame the team. I know I need to do more squadron battles. I honestly, I prefer duels over squadron battles, but I need to learn better team fighting. I get very confused in team fighting. Like when there's like big groups of team fighting, I can do like twos. Twos are okay. But like bigger groups, like squadron battle groups, like big groups, I get very confused in. It's very like clusterfucky. And like when multiple people are calling out targets and stuff, and like especially with the name change, when people are like, "Oh, I like so and so," like there's someone on me, and like even if you say your name, like if you say your name, I'm like, I don't know where the fuck you are because your name is not your name. Your name is a serial code. Like I'm getting used to the serial codes being called out. Like, oh, I'm on like XY. I'm on like DU, like whatever. Like I'm getting used to that. But when it's specifically when people are like, oh, there's someone on me, and it's like I don't know where that is. Hey Megan, how you doing? Like they really fucked that up for squadron battles by doing that name change. And it's like it's fine for the PU, but for something like squadron battles where you're dying so often and your name gets randomized every time you die, you don't have time to scan your teammates again. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but you still, even with the comms up, like that's part of my routine every time like my ship comes up is to put up my power, change my other MFT to comms. Even with that, you still have to be like, is that person? No. Is that person? No. Is that person? No. It's like AC just does not get enough attention because they put so much attention into PU. Which, like, understandably, majority of people who play Star Citizen play it for PU. So it makes sense. But I feel like they, like, why could they have not just not changed it in AC and, like, implemented the change for PU and just omitted AC from that change? I don't understand. Yeah, it's such a small fraction of people in AC. But it's like it's gonna be an even smaller percentage of people in AC from these fucking changes. Like if they really wanted to kill AC, like congratulations, that is the road you are taking. Because they don't even play their own game. Sometimes it fucking feels like that. It absolutely feels like that. I mean, though, like, it would be hard to work on a game all day, every day, minus weekends, and then play it. That would be really annoying.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Oy. Collision alert, collision alert. Please, sticks, please.
Thank you, and please visit again.
That's what the QA team would be for. Do they actually have a QA team? It's so funny, Ace, that you say that, because it's made it so much easier to grief people with the name changes. Thank you for the follow. Not that I grief people. I'm not saying I grief people. I'm just saying that the name changes have made it substantially easier to grief people. It just ate the cargo? Are you flippin' kidding me?
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Are you joking? No, but I mean, like, the reason why it's so much easier to grief people now is because there's, like, before you could be like, okay, you know what? Like, this person is griefing me. This is their name. I'm going to report them. It's impossible to do that now. What are you supposed to do? Like, even with your comms menu open, you get a part of a name. You don't get full names. I don't see anything in my warehouse. You know, another huge issue with the naming system is that I think that people are actually getting killed because people think other people are NPCs. Like, people who just don't know how to use comms and stuff like that. Like, to check if people are NPCs or not. Like, everybody's just assuming that everybody's an NPC. Me too, Maya. Me too. All right, let's see if there's another mission from Magnus. Um, Okay, let's see if there's any mission from Magnus. No, we're just gonna get fucked over. Alright, Maya, where would you like me to take you? Would you like me to take you back to Port Tressler?
You are clear to launch.
It's up to you. I'm gonna go to Grim. But if you don't want to go to Grim, then you can call a ship here, or I can bring you somewhere. Not a fan of Grim. I'll wait till you get out of my hangar. So that it doesn't, like, suck you up into space. Alright. I do not have enough fuel. Are you joking? Alright, let's get some fuel. Magnus is pretty far from everything. I guess it used quite a bit of my quantum fuel. Has anybody had any trouble with the refueling bug lately, or is it fixed? Fix is a strong word. You should have seen this morning, Snake. I was almost on time for the pop. I was basically on time for the pop, but I was about to like switch over to the screen. And then my daughter came into the room and she was like, had this like mortified look on her face, and I thought something was like super wrong. And I'm like, what? What? And she's like, I can't find my earbuds. And I was like, and then she looks down and she's left them on like my couch that I have in here. And she's like, oh, I found them. I was like, you made me miss the pop. And she was like, okay. I was like, you brat. She had no idea what she did. You're touching grass? Gross. Do I make my children work as turret gunners? No. My daughter has zero interest in this game, and while my son has interest in this game, he is too young. And socializing? Ugh. That sounds exhausting. They'll become my cargo jockeys. Never too young to become a space trucker. I know, I feel like my son will play this game if I'm still playing it around like the time where he's a little bit older. I feel like my son would play this. But I just don't think it's up my daughter's alley. By the time he's old enough, the game might be halfway to full release. Just maybe. I have a new sim game I actually want to play. It's called, it just came out, and it's got like mixed reviews, but it's made by the same people who do Gas Station Simulator. It's called Car Dealership Simulator. I want to try it out. Just because I like the Gas Station Simulator one so much, I think, so I want to try it because it's made by the same people. My only, like, issue with that game is that they're, like, the part of the game where you have to fix the cars. I wish it was more like Car Mechanic Simulator, but it's very like just basic 2D kind of blueprint car fixing. It's not like actually getting into the car and like looking around and stuff like that. I kind of wish it was like looking around the car. Everybody's playing Roadcraft right now. It's so funny. I think Roadcraft falls more along the lines of like farming sim. Like that's what it feels more like to me. Can I just see yellow from where I am? That's a Daymar. Is that yellow? Yeah. No, but like, it's more of like that kind of seriousness of a simulator. Where it's not like gas station simulator where it's like more comedic. It's more along the lines of farming simulator where it's more serious. Or at least that's what I got from like the screenshots. Where's Grim Hex? I think it's probably still a simulator that I would like. I had like a lot of hours in farming sim. I really like that one. I thought this guy was going in my hangar for a second. I don't like Stardew Valley. I actually don't. I could never. I tried it. I did try it, but I don't like Stardew Valley. Not my thing. Alright, we're gonna go set spawn here. I don't think it's set here. I don't know where my spawn is set, so we're just gonna go set it here. Yeah, okay, it's set at Orzen. Perfect. Alrighty. Um... That's gonna be it for me for today. I will be back tomorrow morning, hopefully a little bit earlier. And then we'll have a bit of more of a longer stream, but I'm really hungry. I'm gonna go grab something to eat. Probably a hot dog, because that hot dog looked really good and I want a hot dog now. So I'm gonna go grab that. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I don't really feel like raiding out today, so go find someone else to watch. Thank you for the follow. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning, and we'll figure out some more fun stuff to do. Bye!